This talk forms the second part of the seminar given by the Ethical Fashion Forum and Joe Poole, the Dress Doctor, at the Clothes Show, London.
What I'd like to do now is to demonstrate how we can take a garment and just update it a little. So here we have Lavanya wearing a very uninspiring dress, pulled from the back of my sister's wardrobe. Doesn't fit, but I really like the print, that's why I've picked it up. It's sort of in line with the looks. There's a lot of black and flesh mixed at the moment. And t-shirt, again, it's washed out, it's had its day, but actually the trim at the neck is rather nice. So I've already cut that off. It's a bit of a Blue Peter moment. And we'll just pop that to one side. So the first issue with this dress is the size. It just doesn't fit. It's all over. So what we're going to do is nip it in at the back, because actually quite often when you have a problem at the front of a garment, it's because the back doesn't fit. So by pulling it in down the back, we should begin to get a bit more shape around the bust. That gives a bit of a foundation. Now it's beginning to fit around the fullness of the bust, but underneath again it's still not doing Venice figures any favour. So what we're going to do is just nip this in a little bit, just to give us a bit of a better line. And again on both sides. And actually pinning on a person can be a really useful way to do this, because not everyone's symmetrical. All clothes you buy in shops are symmetrical, but that's often why they don't fit. So by doing this you can just get the nuances, and as we heard earlier, the fit is actually what makes a garment worthwhile. There's no point spending money on something that's a great garment but that looks terrible in terms of style. Now I actually want to lose this strap because it's a summer's day, you want a sundress, and I don't think it's actually adding anything. We're going to get more of a directional look if we just take the straps off. And if you've got things in your wardrobe, don't be afraid of cutting them if you're creating something else. If you're not wearing it anyway, it doesn't matter. So we then want to lose this shape and create something that's just a little bit more streamlined. If I was making this, I would actually start to put some corset boning in here, because that would keep everything very secure and give us a very good line. Now we're going to come back to the t-shirt lace. Because it's a little bit lower than we'd like, we could actually just put the lace at a slightly raised bit, which gives it that extra ½ inch for modesty at the top. And also, because there's netting along one side of the lace, it merges the line. We get a little bit of a blurred line between the dress and the skin, which just makes it a little bit more sympathetic, a little bit softer for the summer. So before we come back to the fitting, what I'd like to do is just ruche it at one side, because there's this whole look with the leggings, it's all coming in, and actually that shows off the leg nicely. So we're just going to pin it up, and then I've made a flower again with a bit of the extra from the t-shirt, and we'll just pop that on top. And that just draws the eye to that particular detail. Just gives us a bit of design. So it's not a designer dress, but it is a dress that's now entirely wearable from your wardrobe, utilising something that otherwise would have sat there that you would then send to charity shop in a few years' time, and it's not tricky.
So thank you very much. I hope that's inspired you, and for anybody who would like to learn more, come to our stand and bring along some of your old clothes that you'd like to have transformed. And please do join the Ethical Fashion Network on the Ethical Fashion Forum website if you're interested in knowing more about ethical fashion. We'll be down here and also at our stand for any questions.
Please also see part 1 of this seminar, where Tamsin Lejeune and Joe Poole talk about ethical fashion.